And today is the 12th day. Okay, at least from this workshop, if not anything, we will all learn to count from 1 to 15. These are definitely going to be the days of your life that you cannot forget. Life, what is life? It starts, it goes on, and it comes to an end. It's as simple as that. What is the duration? No one. That's the only thing that God knows. I mean, when a child might be born, we will know, we can predict. But it could be this moment. So, there are happy moments, bad moments in our life. And God has planned it this way that our human mind is made in a way that slowly with the passage of time, lucky people are those who manage to finish off the bad memories. Unpleasant ones. It fades away, it goes at the back. And the positive people hold on to the good memories and they never let it go. It always remain a part of your life. And I hope and pray on behalf of London Montessori International that this 15 days workshop is going to be one of the best memories of your life. We have finished 4 of the major subjects and you can reflect and you will remember those moments. They've been serious moments, they have been happy moments, fun moments, but no matter what, from the time we start and the time we end, it's always been a learning moment. And in an environment where it's so constructive, definitely we are lucky to be conducting this workshop, you are lucky to be attending this workshop. So what is the day today? I am expecting it. Yes, culture is represented by white because white is going to stream out into all colors, and as you can see, some of you have gone out of your way to make sure you're wearing nothing but white, pure white. And maybe later on when we have all the chairs are full, we'll ask all those persons who have totally not a trace of any color and are wearing white. And then there are people who are wearing white with the splashes. But what is this white all about? What is this culture all about? And before we get into the culture, just a reminder, what are some of the other important things that is left for only 3 more days? Such a sad feeling that we may or may not meet again. Tomorrow is lectures, followed by your project evaluation, project competition. Yesterday, Sir was trying to point out, in the past years, he saw some lady made something out of waste material, waste can, water bottles, empty jewelry boxes, the little ones that you get. And she made an amazing, one year we saw things being made out of tires. So, we don't know what surprise you have for us for tomorrow's competition. It better be a nice one. With all due respect for everyone, the activities we have had so far, EPL, sensorial, language and maths, somehow, that's my personal opinion, some of you may agree, yesterday's activity didn't have that zest, zeal, interest, and it wasn't of any standard. I mean, first, second, third, yes, because they were supposed to be winners, but nobody made an impact. Do you agree? And the ones who did make an impact, they were not related to the subject and so on. So, today is culture activity also. Do you know that? If you went to school, in whatever language you studied, they must have taught you, if a question is asked, it is answered, either yes or no. So I ask you a question. Today is culture activity. Do you know that?
Yes.
Are you going to be participating in it?
Yes.
Did you have your breakfast today?
Yes.
No. No energy. Okay? Now remember action, reaction. I am standing here. And if I do this, did you know today is culture? By the time I finish the word culture, you would fall asleep. So all those droopy eyes, wake up. It's one of the best day in the 15 days workshop. And let's move on to what we have today for you. Culture. There is an introductory lecture to culture, just giving you a little outline. Because that lecture will not include any. Different of experts will be coming and giving you about 10 minutes introduction. Because if there are 8 subjects, that's multiply. If you're good in maths, that's going to take a long time. We need to have enough time for your activity. Lectures are going to be there, introduction. And then the main culture team, Mrs. Itrat Fatma, and her whole associate. With her is Miss Rushna Zaidi on duty, and Miss Itrat Fatma's original partner was Shumaila. Shumaila is not, she's on a little leave, but supporting Shumaila from the branch Nazrabad, we have Miss Ayman on duty, and then of course the whole team. Whole team means when we have rhyme and poem session, you will see all of us. Miss Ayman and the volunteers. And since we only have one day for culture, and in the end we may not get the time, like I don't think we called up the volunteer for Nazrabad or so let us call them right now. So we have, this is Itrat Fatma, that's Miss Ayman, and that's Miss Rushna, coordinator from Gulistani Johar branch, coordinator from Nazrabad branch, and all the volunteers. We have 2 teams of volunteers, the volunteers from Gulistani Johar branch and the volunteers from Nazrabad branch. Quickly, can you walk onto the stage? Not run. The volunteers. Something called a lazy walk. Looking nice, the red and white. Sometimes I send pictures of these to my sisters, and they ask me, how many times do you celebrate Valentine's in a year? So it sometimes does give. That's a nice look, nice way to start. Thank you. We are looking forward to a lot of hard work from you all, and good luck. Okay, so let us start culture. And ma'am, ahead. I'll be giving you a brief introduction into what is culture. For most of us, when we hear the word culture, the image of a way of life comes into our mind. When we say culture in Pakistan, our religion, our festival, our dressing, our eating habit, everything, the way we live in Pakistan, that is our culture, isn't that? You go to America and you see the way they are having their breakfast, the way they dress, the way they are working, the way they use their transport, and you say, oh, this is American culture. And thanks to the media, thanks to the television, nowadays with the Star Plus and Sony TV, every little children, they know what Indian culture is all about and how to treat people, and a lot of their word vocabulary is used in their daily life. But when I did my Montessori course and I was introduced to the culture, I realized it's totally different.
Assalamualaikum everybody. It's a good cultural day, and ma'am, it's a wonderful preparation you have done for the cultural subjects. As ma'am Anjum said, that culture means something in a variety. Culture, everything which is in your surrounding, that is a part of the subject, direct or indirect. Religion is the very first and essential chapter of the life. Very first, you introduce the child indirectly the culture as per your own religion, and introduce the religion as per your own religion. In Muslim, whatever the religious activity we are performing, as I am a Muslim, so I am just mention this accordingly, all the religion immediate after receiving the baby offer the religious events or things which is arranged by the culture or by the religion, right? But the question here is not to tell you about the religion, all you know that. What is religion? The question here is that how to introduce the religion to the child. The biggest concern of the society, of the parents, is that how to introduce the culture. And for that, Dr. Maria Montessori said there is nothing for you to worry about it. Because religion never introduced to any human as a subject. Religion is a life. What you do on daily routine basis, on minute and on seconds in your life, that is the religion of you. Because religion has divided into two parts. The one is the ethics and the other is the worship. The ethics begins immediate after birth, even before the birth. Because the baby went in the womb able to listen to the mothers. And is a still mystery that it's not till today defined by the child. So it is a mystery that maybe he's visualizing this world. Maybe. How can anybody say directly or confirmly this thing? But nobody knows it. Because the reflection of the light is there. When you make the mother sit in the dark, the baby sleeps. And when you turn on the light, immediately with the reflection of that light, the baby wakes up, start moving. So some connection of visualization is there in contact with the baby when he is even in the womb. But it's mysterious. But this is defined that baby is hearing. Baby hears even when he is in the womb. So what he hears, mainly the voice of the mother. What she does in daily routine. The way she talks, the way she behaves. And as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has designed the nature in a way that every mother has a spiritual connection and emotional contact with the baby and a baby with the mother. That is there, that is confirmed. Because Allah has compared His love with the love of mother. So as Allah said, so it means Allah has given before His saying. Allah pehle dega hai, phir kehte hain. So the mother's lap is the first institution for the child. The very first, the religion, what the child is learning, how to spend a life, is from the mother. Are you all getting my point? And the mother, what she starts from the beginning of the life of the child, go directly in the mind of the child. And worship comes later on. The contact with the worship, that how to pray, how to offer namaz, how to perform hajj, how to give zakat, how to do this and that. That comes in later life of the child, as it starts from early life, but the adaptation of all that worship comes in the later life. But very first, what comes in the life? Ethics. How to talk. And this is what our behavior with the children, that wherever and whenever the concern of ethics is concerned, we say that we are adult, don't look to us, just listen to me what I am saying to you. I am a mummy, I am a teacher, I can do. You don't know the situations. As far as where ethics is concerned, we are keep talking in this way to our children, that we feel shame, we feel guilty, but we never admitted it, and we say in this way that you don't know, beta, that why mommy is doing it, but you yourself should not do it. And as he is floating in the sensitive period of imitation and has an absorbent mind, so that is the nature. That whatever is come in contact as far as where action is concerned, that becomes his action, and his action is religion. What is the definition of religion? What is the definition of religion? What do you say that mainly what is religion? Only offering a namaz is a religion? Paying zakat is a religion? Performing hajj is a religion? That is a part of a religion which is called worship. In prepared environment, you are not going to introduce the religion as a subject. You can introduce the religion directly or indirectly with the concrete material. You are not only going to introduce the religion to the Muslim on Islam. You are going to tell about the difference with the classified cards, with the nomenclature cards, in language, because cultural subjects all are interrelated with each other. So there is a story there in a culture, there is a rhymes in a culture, as to give the concept or making him believe on your religion कि बस तुम मुसलमान हो तो you just have to listen only the Muslim stories. It's not like that. The religion must given to the child as a knowledge. This is not the responsibility of the prepared environment to make someone have someone believe upon some religion. It's a total responsibility of the parents. What you want to the child, accordingly you have to pass on the knowledge. But in prepared environment, the teacher must not deliver the religion as his own or her own religion. In totality she has to introduce, or she has to give the concept of the religion. In the prepared environment there are corners. What concrete material you can maintain or make for the child for having a knowledge about the cultures, the religion? There is a separate corners for a different religion, and according to that models, classified cards, as I said, you can introduce a different religion to the child. So this is the way, as my time is now, only 2 minutes are left, so I'm going to summarize and sum up all the things, that there are two parts of religion. The one is the worship and the second is ethics. In the prepared environment, it's not possible for you to introduce the way of worship to the child, because every individual has a different belief and a different way of worship. So this is the total responsibility of the parents to introduce the way of worship. That how to perform the mass, how to do and how to recite where and what duas. How come I can train someone else's child for that worship? I don't like, I have some different way. So this is the total responsibility of the parents to introduce the way of worship. Yes, ethics, all the religion has the same ethics, beliefs, manner, discipline, goodness of the life. No religion teaches a wrong thing to the child. Never ask for the bad deeds. Always ask for the good things. But good thing never comes in the personality of anyone unless and until you have that. A very minor thing, a very minor thing has a concern of religion that comes under the religion. The very first thing, that how you talk with your drivers, how you talk with your mates, how you talk with your employees, what quality of language you have, that is first religion. The quality of the language. No is not a bad word. But how to say no, that comes in the religion. And that only comes in contact when you follow all that thing. Never do the things in front of the child which you don't want to do by the child in any case and in any circumstances said by Dr. Maria Montessori. Because that become a part of the life. As you are grown up, you know that you can overcome yourself. But once that comes in the mind of the child, that remains still grave. The education begins at the time of birth. And this you all have to make in a mind that you cannot introduce religion in isolation as a subject to the child. Religion is everything what you are performing on daily routine basis, even how you close the door, how you open the door, when someone is sleeping in the house, someone is tired, someone is sick, someone is happy, how to care your people around you, how to care the people around you, how to move the things forwards, how to engage the people, how to care the people, how to care the plant, how to care the birds, how to care the surrounding. Everything is come in context, and that for their particular presentations are there, and particular methods are there, which has given, and we have already introduced to you a lot of time about all that things, and Ma'am Isra definitely will show some presentations to you, not only
Introduction to history. Although these subjects are very closely related, but they can be dealt separately also. And I'm giving you glimpses of separate working for each one. History. What is history? First, the definition. The branch of knowledge dealing with the past events. It is a continuous systematic narration of the past events as relating to particular people, country, any time period or any person